Now, 41 migrants have drowned in the Mediterranean when their boat capsized. It set out from the ports of Sfax in Tunisia, heading for Italy. 4 other people on board were rescued near the Italian island of Lampedusa. It's the latest disaster near there. Now, 2 other migrant boats sank on Sunday. More than 1,800 people have lost their lives so far this year in the crossing from North Africa to Europe.
Let's bring in Arise chief correspondent John Cookson, who joins us live from London. John, it's good to have you with us. So what more can you tell us about this latest migrant tragedy?
Happened, well, the beginnings of it was last Thursday when this overcrowded boat left Sfax in Tunisia, and at some point it was intercepted by a Maltese cargo ship, the Ramona, but already the vessel had sunk. There were only 4 survivors, 3 men and one woman, and they said that the 41 people had been on board and had sadly drowned in the Mediterranean. As you can see, these images from there in the last couple of days, it shows the seas can be very rough, and if you're in a rickety old boat that's seen better days, you know, you stand very little chance when weather turns bad and the waves are running high. At the moment, those rescued are being treated. They're from Ivory Coast and Guinea, and I'm afraid to say this is just the latest in a long line of sinkings. The worst ever was in June of this year, with at least 98 people dying off the coast of Greece. Some figures say that might be 600 men, women and children who died in that sinking only a couple of months ago. So a perilous journey that these migrants make, this time from Tunisia to, they were hoping to land in Italy, and Lampedusa is an island halfway between Tunisia and Sicily.
Well, John, the EU is working to try to stop people smuggling out of Tunisia. How's that working out so far?
Yes, the European Union, acting after thousands of migrants have already landed this year and settled in Europe, 72,000 already this year, landed in Italy, Spain, Greece, Malta and Cyprus. The EU decided something seriously big has to happen to try to stop this. So there's a $1 billion program being initiated by the EU. Tunisia receiving so far about $118 million. And this is to help the Tunisian government try to intercept people smugglers, to set up a rescue boat system and generally work with the Tunisian authorities to stop migrants making this dangerous crossing from places like Sfax. How well it's working is hard to know, because a lot of these boats sink and they go down without trace, so there is no record of what's going on. And I've seen reports from Tunisian fishermen who are now selling their fishing boats to people smugglers because they can make more money from selling their boats to people smugglers than they can fishing. Those who choose to stay fishing say that almost on a weekly basis off Tunisia, their bodies are getting caught in their nets. And there was one instance in June of one fisherman finding a baby's body in his net. So the situation is really difficult and tragic, of course. And the EU is doing its best, throwing money at it, but you know, it's a very difficult fight for the authorities, because so many people are making so many millions of dollars out of this illegal trade.
Indeed, John, and unfortunately they keep coming. Now, overall, what is the illegal migration picture looking like into Europe from North Africa?
It's running at record numbers this year, and you say they keep on coming. If God forbid there is a war in West Africa, then the chances of thousands more trying to leave that part of the world and seek sanctuary in Europe is going to grow and grow. As I say, the figures have doubled. The Italians saying that 93,000 illegal immigrants have arrived so far. That's double the number from last year. And with the way things are at the moment in North Africa, with continued persecution and the threat of a possible war in the west of the country, the situation is looking very bleak indeed.
Well, on that note, we'd like to thank you for your time and analysis. As always, Arise Chief Correspondent John Cookson, thank you for joining us here on Newsday.